Yeah, starting a podcast.
We're some podcast guys. What it do? What it is? Howdy, bitch.
Howdy. I am your co-host, Jaxon.
I'm your co-host, Brendan. Are we doing it today?
Welcome to Coming Up for Air.
I'm going to say it today.
An introspective podcast with two Himothy's.
Two of them. Oh, see, you know what's also been really cool?
What?
Is to watch our confidence grow through these episodes and like.
Fake it till you make it, baby. Mine's never been there.
You're a fucking goofy, bro. But no, it's been cool to fucking see like. Oh.
No, you're good.
Oh, okay. I was like.
I'm just adjusting.
Yeah, it's been cool to see us like, I don't know, kind of get more comfortable, like really have fun with it, you know. Wow.
Yeah.
I should call her.
Today today for the podcast, for our main topic, we're talking about getting out of a slump, something that a lot of people really struggle with. So we'll be talking about staying consistent, self-awareness, accountability on that type of stuff, being honest with yourself, setting goals to avoid those type of issues, taking on projects when you're ready, and just like ways to like not abuse yourself in those scenarios,
Unless you like it.
And to make sure that you're, I just thought of something that happened, and to make sure that you're ready to have like those type of get out of a slump and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you said unless you like it, I thought about something that our manager said to us.
Yeah, that was
She said stuff to me though. The day that I apologized and I handed her the chocolates, she was like, one of our cooks was shouting at like the servers and stuff, and she was like, "That's the type of men I like." She said, "Those are the documentaries I watch."
That's crazy.
We love that you listen to this podcast.
You're a fucking thug, yeah.
And we love working with you.
Yeah, you're a G.
Anyway.
Oh, that's crazy.
Who is it? What course coming up for air?
Sheesh, man.
Let's dive in. Let's hit our check-in. Let's take a pit stop on the cross-country road trip.
Shut your bitch ass up. Don't do that.
What if we do coming up for air on the road? We're going on a little road trip.
Will we just vlog it?
I don't know.
Would it be like a vlog?
I don't fucking know. This is a later issue. Brendan.
I wanted to check in and kind of, I don't know. I feel like lately I've been, I guess like, quote unquote, living under a rock, bro. Like I really just haven't gone out, done much other than work.
You're like chained to the desk playing Apex Legends.
No, real life, bro. Apex got me in a chokehold, dog.
Yeah.
I've been grinding. You boys in plat on our way to Diamond before the next
Which
split.
is funny because like the map swapped and I was like, this is my time, and then I just haven't played.
Jaxon, quote unquote, doesn't have any motivation to play fucking Apex, and it breaks my heart.
I just haven't been feeling it, man.
It breaks my heart
because Tarkov's been great.
Because we have a tournament coming up, but it's okay. Also, we got shit on in that duo tournament.
Oh,
yeah, we did really bad in the kill race. It was bad.
Tough.
It's very sad to see. Fucking pubs is so sweaty, especially in duos. Anywho, no, I've really just been fucking chilling and not doing shit and fucking like I need to get back to working out. I need to get back to fucking going out as like in like I was actually talking to a homegirl about this. That me going out to the Pemberton by myself was like me hanging out with myself, like just for a little bit, getting food by myself and like getting a drink real quick. Cause I don't do that much. Like I don't hang out with myself. And I feel like a lot of people are like afraid to do that. But like, I don't know. I think I need to go like to the movies by myself.
There's a weird stigma with people hanging out with themselves. Like if you're going to eat alone, then like either you must be a food critic or something's wrong with you.
Yeah, man. Like a lot of people are like, "Is he okay?" You know what I mean? Like, or like, "Is she okay?" Like,
nothing wrong with going out alone.
You know what I mean? Like sometimes you just want to take yourself out and do some shit. And so,
I love going to restaurants to eat alone and popping in like an earbud and just listening to a podcast or watching something while I eat.
That's exactly what I did. So I looked up just self-improvement and then, you know, just clicked a random ass podcast and just listened to what these random people had to say about. Honestly, I couldn't.
Drugs.
I wish. Honestly, I should have looked up a podcast about drugs.
No, I think that's actually the opposite direction.
Yeah. Anywho, yeah, I just need to get back to kicking it with, you know, the people who I need to, you know, be around and surround myself with, and you know, get back to working out and doing my shit and taking care of myself. I don't know, I just felt like I like teeter-tottered off my path a little bit, and I feel like that's bound to happen, but I need to get, it's all about consistency, you know what I mean?
We'll talk about that later.
Facts.
Yeah.
This whole episode is literally what I'm trying to do right now, so I'm here for it.
I want to talk about birthday.
Yeah. I was muted for a second. I was yelled. Whoops.
Oh, yeah. As of the day of, actually, when this episode drops is going to be my birthday.
Not this episode.
Yeah, this episode.
Not this episode. The episode we just recorded would. Oh yeah, this episode. I'm an idiot.
We're not a week ahead yet. We're trying to work on getting a week ahead of recording schedule so that we can, or having a backup episode so that if there comes a time where there's a scheduling conflict, one of us gets sick, something happens to where we can't really record, we have something we can upload. That way we don't end up missing a week, or we will figure something out in the interim. But that's why Brendan said that.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
The day that this episode goes live, it will be my birthday.
Facts.
Which is super exciting.
Happy birthday, bitch.
I turn 2006 years old. Woo!
You can't fuck with me like that, bro.
I'm as old as time itself.
That'd be kind of fucking tight. If you turn out
certainly feels like it.
If you turn out, imagine if you turn out to be like an alien.
That's what I want people to say about me. I want them to be like, "Yep, that man just been alive forever." Like, and not in like a he just lived forever way, but like just like he must have been around whenever like the elder gods were here or some shit. The pagans were around.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because I'm so knowledgeable and you know the old ways. Welcome to Ritual Cast.
Absolutely not. That's not how that's gonna fucking work.
I'd always tell at the old job, they'd be like, "How old are you?" And I'd be like, "Oh, I'm as old as time, baby." And then they'd be like, "Well, how long have you worked here?" I said, "Since '92, baby." I'm the co-founder.
If you don't get that,
that's okay. But for everybody who does get it, man, that's so funny.
Hilarious. I hope you got a chuckle out of that. Go fuck that place.
Don't.
Yeah, don't actually do that, but yeah.
Yeah. Mindset.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's my birthday. I'm not really doing anything super special. I'm trying to kind of plan like a little get together with some people that I give a shit about. Maybe do something, but I work on my birthday.
I'm just not hearing about this.
Well, I haven't set anything up. It won't be on my birthday because I work.
Okay.
But I'm trying to find a day that I'll do it, and I'll probably get something planned, get some people together. We'll go bowling or I don't know,
bowling.
Do something.
Is there a spot where like they do like late night bowling?
Yeah.
Like late night bowling?
Yeah, there's a couple places that do really late night bowling.
We should do that.
Maybe.
I'd probably crash at your crib.
That or I was thinking going to eat at like a nice restaurant would be cool too. Like get a bunch of people.
That'd be cool. But like what type of restaurant?
Somewhere nice.
What you trying to do?
Somewhere that has good cocktails. That's mainly what I care about. You go like Culinary Dropout. I don't really know if they have good cocktails, but
Culinary Dropout.
It's a decent restaurant. It's higher end. I ain't got like
burgers.
money.
Like burgers?
No.
I like.
Yeah, they got good food. They have like steaks. They got fancy pretzels, fondue that you like have a flame underneath it.
That's cool.
Yeah, they got a bunch of shit. It's all right.
Tight. Let's just go to Cali, go to Nobu, you know.
If we're going to Cali, I have a couple places that I would rather we go to.
I was joking, but if you're down, I'm down.
But getting a bunch of people to go to Cali for a day,
Fuck everybody. Let's just go on a day trip
me and you,
with like a couple people, like maybe 2 people, 2-3 people.
get the roommates pile into a car.
Basically.
Yeah, roommates Shay.
Yeah, we could take 2 cars.
I don't know. Could be fun. I have a couple places that I really want to go to eat. Anyway.
Any whore.
Yeah. That's kind of what I want to talk about fried chicken. I'm one of those people who's not like super big on my birthday, but I like enjoying it, you know.
I feel you.
It's a nice thing. It's one of those things where it's like, if you're not willing to take the time to appreciate yourself, then like, what's the point? So I look at it as like a day where I can like look at myself and be like, it is okay to appreciate yourself the most on this day. It's okay. Like, give yourself that time, kind of celebrate you, just enjoy it, and then just, you know, figure this shit out.
Can't be mad.
Yeah. Wah-wah.
Some people enjoy those and some people don't. I don't know. I feel like everyone should have like that at least one solid birthday experience though. You know what I mean? Like one real good ass birthday experience.
I think I've had that. I think I've had a couple of those like really good birthday experiences. I wouldn't say that all of them are necessarily on my birthday, but like birthday celebrations. Of
Like
some
memories
sort.
for that.
I have one with like my mom, 1 or 2 with my mom. I think I have like 1 with my dad. Stuff with my dad was always kind of weird for birthdays, but like it's not like it was a bad thing. It's just more of like that was usually when I was doing stuff with my friends is when I was with my dad because the way that it worked, you know, sides of town. But 1 year I remember it was all my friends, all of my friends from like elementary school, middle school, like all of us. So my normal friend group before we all kind of like dispersed a bit. And then also the guy that I look up to, caretaker. He was also there, which was a very big deal because I think he'd just gotten back from armed forces.
Okay.
And so like him being there and we all like, it was just like a big night of like us fucking around and like having fun. We did a LAN party. We played VR. Like it was just a bunch of bullshit. Like
LAN party?
Yeah. You don't know what a LAN party is?
No.
LAN party is what a bunch of nerds do growing up. So LAN parties are basically, we'll have one. I would love for us to do a LAN party. That's kind of what living in my house is like most of the time since we all play games together. But a LAN is basically like your local network. So whenever you're all on the same Wi-Fi,
okay,
and you set up all of your computers, usually in the same room is the idea for the LAN party. So you're all in the same room and you'll like either set all your shit up on like multiple tables or like whatever. And then you are all sitting in the same room playing games together. So like you'll get, we used to do like Gmod or like, you know, we would play whatever the fuck, like whatever game we were playing. We would play a lot of Counter-Strike, you know, whatever game we were playing, we do LAN parties. And those are the days we play a lot of COD all together, stuff like that.
Not bad. I mean, I guess we did that with like, I took my Xboxes and shit like that to people's houses and like played, but we never called it like a LAN party.
Yeah, it's a LAN party when you have a lot of people and you're, you know, all playing the same game or all playing together. You know, we'd play like GTA all together and stuff.
Yeah.
Good times. I miss those times. But we should do a LAN party. It's harder for you because you got to bring that shit. But I've had to do that before a lot.
Yeah, I don't know how. I mean, I know how I would do it, but like, that's a lot.
Yeah, you just pack all your shit up and bring it
That's
over.
a
But you don't got
lot.
to bring the microphone
Why?
because we're all in the same room.
Oh yeah.
So we just all.
But what if we just
Shout.
stream it?
Then I have a microphone and you can just bring this one.
That would be so much, but I mean, it'd be cool.
It'd be fun.
Content.
Yeah. I want to do like a game stream where we're all playing like Jackbox or something in the loft or like board games.
Or poker.
I want us to play board games really bad.
We could stream our poker night.
We have to do the poker night.
We do have to do the poker night.
Anyway, this is veered severely off topic.
We got to 15 minutes. I mean, it's not bad, but also, yeah, a
It's
little
not about
bit.
meeting time. It's more about like, we just got a little off topic, but it was about my birthday.
All the
birthdays
things.
and memories and shit. Anyway, I think that we dive into the main topic. Transition noise.
Oh man.
Let's talk about getting out of a slump, Brendan.
Fuck. Shit is trash. Ass.
Yeah. So, what is a slump? Let's start there. Let's kind of break some stuff down. What is a slump to you? Because I feel like there's a couple different meanings, but for the most part, there's a general definition.
I mean, a slump to me is when like you have no motivation to really like kind of do anything. You really just kind of want to lay in your bed. A slump could have a little bit to do with some depression, you know what I mean? Because like you could really just be not wanting to get out of your bed, not wanting to do anything. Like I said, not really having the energy to go do anything, and like the drive to go do anything. You know what I mean?
For me, it's very much like the act of just not having motivation to like get things done.
Yeah, like I don't want to do shit. You know what I mean?
You kind of want to either, and sometimes it even takes away from stuff that you love to do, but like you just want to like do the thing that is easy or relaxing that you want to do, and that's about it.
Yeah.
You know, waking up and then like for me, like playing games is all I really want to do.
That's all I've been doing, bro. And I've been in a
for some people, it's like I just want to wake up and read a book or watch movies or scroll through TikTok, doom scroll, you know.
Yeah, it be in the black hole of fucking TikTok. I know, yeah.
Twitter, Instagram, whatever the fuck, whatever your poison is. I definitely think that's kind of the best way to describe a slump.
Should be so ass, bro.
But it can also apply to just a specific part of your life. It can apply to like, when it comes to, like for me right now, Apex, I'm in a slump on it. I just don't really have the drive for it.
You need to find it, bitch.
And that's the thing is like sometimes, and slumps aren't always necessarily like something that you can fix. Sometimes it's just a timing thing, and like you'll find your groove back with it. And there are
we need to find you a character or a legend that you're gonna have fun with.
I have fun when I play Caustic or Lifeline. Newcastle, I had fun. I just haven't been playing them.
I mean, I guess you could use. We don't talk about it.
No. This is a later discussion, but like sometimes finding that slump is just applicable to certain things.
Yeah,
is my point. And it doesn't necessarily impact all of your life, and you can be motivated to do a lot of other stuff, but you just are slumped in certain segments, which can be an important distinction because it can break your motivation, and people will be like, "Oh, well, you just have to find motivation," but it's like I just am not motivated in this one thing. I'll find it later. This happens.
Yeah, and I've been seeing a bunch of different clips and shit like that of a bunch of different podcasts, and they're like, you know, older men like talking about like people don't stay motivated.
Older men don't know how to do podcast. 70-year-olds doing podcasts. Could you imagine?
I'm not talking about like 70, but like older gentlemen. And like,
no, I know, but I like the instant flash that I have was like these like Gandalf looking people just sitting there.
Sick.
Just smoking a pipe in the middle of the podcast.
That would be so tight.
Back in Nam.
That would be, bro, you know what we should do? Oh, bro. Yeah, tell me what. Someone's going to take this idea and run with it, bro. But we should get a bunch of old people who sign off on it, give them a bunch of shrooms, and let them just sit and talk to each other.
It's called a retirement home.
that would be so cool.
Or a hospice.
That would be so cool if they would be down and then we just sit and record and watch everything and like just.
It's just a hospice.
Yeah, but that's
or a retirement center.
But that's so fire, bro. Oh, bro. Set up a bunch of cameras and just give them mics. Hey, go crazy, dog. What you want to talk about today? Hey, Phil. What do you want to talk about today, Phil?
It's Phil DeFranco.
Yeah.
20 years.
Hey, Bertha.
Years. How old is Phil DeFranco?
Bertha. What do you want to talk about today? You know what I mean? And then we just have the old cranky people, no matter what drugs they're on, you know, no matter what they're doing.
Some people just want to be mad.
Yeah, some people just want to be angry at life. That'd be so tight. Regardless.
So what do you think one of the best ways to break a slump is?
Damn, that's tough. I don't even know. I'm trying my best right now. I think the biggest thing for me is like just starting. Start somewhere. It doesn't matter if it's like the smallest thing in the world or like you don't have to take a fucking leap and change your entire fucking. You don't have to complete and wait and like just end your slump in like one give.
Which I think is something that a lot of people end up prolonging a slump is because they're like, well, I'm in a slump, so I just need to hammer it out. Like I need to just keep going and doing better. When like in actuality, like slowly taking away at it is probably a better mindset to have.
Probably not the best thing to do is just fucking try and take leaps at shit. I mean, you see it all the time is when people are like, you know, just try and get 1% better every single day. You know what I mean? And so like, no matter what you're working at, no matter what you're working towards, just try and get 1% better every single day. You know what I mean? And just try and get 1% more and more out of your slump. And it's about the little things, you know, but at least just try, you know, and then keep that consistency going. I think consistency is a huge thing in building routines. I mean, we talked about it in a couple episodes ago. 21 days to break a habit, bad habit.
Yeah.
21 days to break a habit, yeah. So, I mean, shit, we'll see, you know.
But I think that you're so right is that it boils down to consistency and your ability to like continue working on either something or yourself or like forming some sort of habit and routine to make things more fluent or like fluid. So like even if it boils down to something like, oh, I'm going to get up every day, I'm going to take my shower, I'm going to brush my teeth, and then I'm going to make breakfast, and that's like my routine.
Yeah, and I think a big thing is like a lot of people say if you make your...
Keep going. I'll tell you in a second.
You scared me.
No, keep going.
I think a lot of people say that, you know, if you make your bed, like first thing when you wake up, you've already like gave yourself a good job.
Yeah, but fuck those guys.
Hey, fuck you. Hey, fuck you.
I just...
Make your bed, bitch.
I do. You've seen my bed. It's always like there.
No.
Okay.
Copper.
Okay.
Why'd you grab my arm like that?
So, right. I said when you wake up, you take your shower, right? And I know half the audience went, you take your shower when you wake up? And I need to know.
Oh, yeah, bro. Honey.
Shower before you go to bed or when you wake up?
Well, it depends. Right? So, it depends. So, you're telling me that you work, right? So, the job we work in the nighttime. You're telling me that you come home stinking like a little stank booty and then you just hop in your bed and just go to sleep stank booty? I mean, it depends on how tired I am. If I come home dead,
well,
sometimes I do it.
It's
but
different because our job, we're not sweating like I'm outside all day.
That's true.
Sometimes we are, but
yeah, it depends on what we're doing.
But it depends on if the AC is working.
Also true. That is very true.
But like, if I'm working at the old job and I'm outside half the time or I'm doing production work, then yeah, like I'm going to go home and I'm probably going to take a shower because I don't want to smell like I've just spent 7 years baking in an onion farm.
Yeah. So, I mean, I feel like it just depends on what you do. But for me, most of the time, like, I don't know. I feel like I always try and just be clean. So, like.
Leave a comment down below. Do you shower before bed or when you wake up in the morning?
Like right before we went out, like I showered and made like got ready and shit like that. You know what I mean? But like now that we went out, I wouldn't shower again before bed. I would probably shower tomorrow when I wake up. You know what I mean? But before I went to sleep, like tonight if I didn't go out, I'd probably shower.
I think sometimes it definitely depends, but for the
most part, have you ever hopped in your bed booty bone naked after a fucking crispy shower?
I don't sleep naked.
Have you ever tried it?
No, because I don't want to.
Oh my, bro! Let me tell you something. You need to get yourself some cold ass fucking sheets, bro.
Because you know what I do? I sleep in like basketball shorts and a t-shirt. I sleep clothed. I sleep like I'm going to the gym.
I don't always
play basketball.
Yeah, I don't always sleep naked, but I have tried it before. I definitely sleep like just in my boxers type shit. You know,
I feel like you're probably the majority.
Well, yeah. Yeah, you.
I sleep like I'm about to go. I stay ready to go break ankles on the court.
That's crazy, dog. And I think for me, it was like
socks right by the bed with the shoes.
I just can't sleep with anything that's like sometimes like because I be tossing and turning. So sometimes I wake up and I'm like choking myself out with like a t-shirt or like a fucking a wife beater.
That's how you start your night off, right?
I hate you.
I will say. I used to shower at night
I thought you were gonna say I used to shower with clothes on. I was like, honestly,
I used to shower with clothes on. That's because I'm so hydrophobic. No, I used to shower at night, and then I swapped over to showering in the mornings. And part of it was because it woke me up more, and the other part of it is somebody was talking about it. And they were talking, I think it was literally a podcast that I was listening to, but they were talking about people who showered at night, and they were like, you're going to go and you're going to lie still, sometimes sweating for 8 hours, sometimes less, sometimes more, and then get up and proceed with your day. And I was like, damn.
Yeah, but what if you sleep in some good AC?
Damn. Yeah, but where we live, it gets toasty in the morning still.
Yeah, but I have a fan on me. Yeah, like
I don't. Like you've seen my room. I don't got a fan on me no more.
I got a fan on me, dog.
I don't know. I don't think that all that can be combated. Anyway, this is such an off-topic thing.
Getting out of a slump.
For slumps, I think that a lot of it falls on your self-awareness and acknowledgement that, like, hey, I'm in a slump. Hey, this is something that is a problem that I'm currently dealing with.
You know yourself better than anybody, bro. That little voice in your head is telling you, like, hey, bro, stop fucking up.
Slacking.
Yeah, bro, you're fucking up, bro. Get your shit together.
That's not the way you should say it to yours. Like,
yeah, I mean, that's how I talk to myself because that's how I like motivate myself, to be honest with you. But it's like in a respectful, like.
But some people that's like degrading and is gonna make them feel worse.
Okay, so you're not fucking up. You're making mistakes.
You're slacking.
Correct your decision making. Okay, correct your mistakes. Correct your slacking, bitch.
I believe the term you're looking for is reevaluate your priorities.
Indirect.
Look inward.
Have you considered looking inward?
But having that level of self-awareness can really kind of create that level of like having that level of self-awareness really makes it to where you can kind of determine whether or not you are it's something you're actually in a slump on, or if it's something that you just aren't holding yourself accountable for. Because there's a lot of people sometimes who say that they're in slumps, but in reality, it's just that they're not driving themselves. They're not holding themselves accountable to the things that they're saying that they're doing.
Yeah, I almost want to go out and like force some bad shit to happen to me just so I have something to motivate myself to.
That's not. You just completely missed the whole point.
Honestly, I just wanted to see your reaction after saying that. Oh, shit.
Which the self-awareness kind of ties into accountability.
I'm not promoting going out and being toxic like that and just like causing like havoc. But
why is there always a but?
Hey, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I mean?
How do you feel someone can really have that self-awareness or that accountability for themselves to drive them to kind of like either push past that hurdle or get them out of a slump, whether it be something that is like, I just feel like I'm stagnated, or it's like, I just don't have the motivation?
It's just however bad you want it, to be honest with you. If you want to accomplish something, you can do it. You know what I mean? And you know you can do it. There's always a blueprint to everything now. You know what I mean? Like, you can always look up something. You can always teach yourself how to do something. Get the, equipment for it. If there's shit you need to do, like, you can do it. And it literally doesn't matter what it is. And I think the biggest thing is that, I don't know, people just, they expect shit. Like, I know for me, I expected a lot of shit just to kind of like happen. You know what I mean? Like, I always just told myself, like, oh, it's just going to happen. You know what I mean? And rather than letting it just happen, go and fucking make it happen. You know what I mean?
think that's kind of, and I think that it depends on how you were raised, because I was always told like, oh, things will always fall into place. Things will work out. Which I think for a while was a real detriment to me. And there was a point, and I was literally talking to one of our coworkers because we were talking about my drive and like my motivation to do things and accomplish things that I set myself. And I think that some of it came from, like, I realized at one point when I was being told that, like, some of the things that I want to have happen aren't happening.
Mm-hmm.
and you reach a point where like that level of like, it's not just going to fall into place. It's not, it just doesn't work that way. It has to kind of stop, and you have to be like, I need to make this happen. And I think I had that realization pretty early on, to where I was like, oh, if I really want this, like, this is my thing. I have to make this happen. It won't just
like it's on you
fix itself, you know? Yeah. And so and that falls on like setting goals, because those can really help you get out of slumps if they're short or long-term goals that like really
goals
that are really something that you strive for, because it's the same thing as like the getting out of bed and making your bed when you wake up first. It's that same mentality of, if I accomplish a goal, I love ticking that box, you know, like it's a dopamine trigger in our brain, to where we are like, thing crossed out equal good, because you feel like you're doing something.
Yeah.
Which can help get you out of a slump, because then you're like, I'm making progress, which is what a lot of slumps fall into, is like, I'm not moving.
Yeah, I think that's what I need to start doing, is like getting like a whiteboard, or like a vision board. That's what Kobe used to have, and like
what
at first it like I was just always just like for what, and then I really started thinking about it. I was like,
I used to have a whiteboard, and this was when I was really, really bad mental health wise. And then I actually made one of my friends do this too, to kind of get them to start being motivated and work on themselves. And it was, if you didn't have a whiteboard, get a notebook. And it was basically, you would write down 3 things, and it would be, these are my goals, one for the week, or one for the day, one for the week. One can be for either month or year, and it can kind of be just your long-term goal.
Storm goal.
And the week and the month one can kind of be interchangeable, to where you could set the week one to a month, where it could be a short-term-ish goal, and the month one could be set to like a year or 6 months or whatever. And that was the whole mindset, is like, you had something you were focusing on that day, and it could be as small as like, today I'm going to compliment somebody. Today I'm going to try and feel more confident about myself and tell myself something I did good. And then at the bottom section, you'd have like, this is what I am happy about myself with. This is what I want to improve myself with.
Yeah, like a gratitude thing.
Yeah, gratitude for yourself, and then self-improvement of like, this is what I want to improve with myself. And then the last section, I can't even remember what it was for anymore, but it was something along the lines of, you know, what is holding me back, was effectively something along the lines of that.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people, especially me, like everyone has that like, oh, I want to go to this spot, or I want to be here. And it's like, you know, you beat yourself up for it, and you kind of, you know, go back and forth with yourself, and like it really does just take like pulling the trigger, like just start. You see so many people just say like, damn, like what's your biggest advice to people who haven't really like, or who want to do this, who want to do that? A lot of them
Hit the ground running.
Yeah, bro. People are just like, start, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you got to start from somewhere. Your shit got to build up from somewhere, bro. And honestly, like, if you go at it with a mindset of everything
takes time,
and not only that, but everything that bad happens is a lesson to be learned.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's experience that you're adding under your fucking belt.
Bad things don't happen. Experiences do. I think that's kind of one of the key things to really learn and takeaways, like that type of mentality of like, bad things don't happen, experiences do. And then also the understanding of you have to start. If you don't start, like it won't happen. And you know, good things take time. That's why everything that's free or shorthanded doesn't last very long.
Facts.
And like, I had such a hard time explaining this to somebody. It was like, they were like, why don't you have TikTok? Because when I didn't. And I was like, because it's short term. I was like, it doesn't make me happy long term. It doesn't provide me anything. It kills my time.
Yeah, it's literally like a 30-second or less type shit. But then
it kills my time.
And that shit adds up after a while.
Yeah, and they were like, well, what do you mean? I laugh all the time. And I said, yeah, like, but how many of that, like, how much of that do you really remember? Does it really mean anything to you? I was like, you're compounded probably like 3 hours that you've spent in one day is 3 hours that I've spent working on something.
Yeah, and not only that, but I feel like some people definitely make TikTok like it's almost like their personality.
Yes, they do. And let's not any dig on people who love TikTok. You know, obviously enjoy what makes you happy.
But
I'm just
also,
saying, like, don't let instant gratification be your detriment to why you end up in a slump or end up in a place that you don't want to be.
people talk about it all the time that like you look at the shit that happens on social media, or you look at people on social media and like people are always like, oh, like I wish I could be them, yada yada, this and that. Like, don't compare yourselves to people on fucking social media, bro. 9 times out of 10, those people behind
They show you what they want to show you.
Bro, social media is such a scam, bro. 110%, bro. Because 9 times out of 10, the people who you're quote unquote idolizing or like want to be like posting up, yada yada, this and that. You don't know what the fuck they got going on in their life. You know what I mean? Like, just because they either got money, fame, yada yada, this and that, them motherfuckers probably going through it just the same, if not harder. Because more money, more problems. My man Biggie said it best.
But also follow our social media.
Yeah, but also at the same time, like, blow us up, dog. You know what I mean? Like, fuck with the gang. You know what I mean? We're different. We're built different. You know what I mean?
Okay.
We got you, bro.
I think that along the lines of like self-awareness and accountability also means being honest with yourself and being honest with others when you're talking about it. What does that mean to you? Really, is like being honest with yourself and honest with the people around you.
Shit. I think we've said it before. Is not having yes men around you. You know what I mean? Having people that look you dead straight in the face and go, "Hey, bud, you're fucking up, dog. Need you to pick your shit up." All right, there. You know what I mean? And like, you're like, damn, bro, like, thanks for calling me out on my shit. Like, I am fucking up. Like, I need to get my shit together, And you yourself, like, there's some times where you don't notice it and your homies do, and then they call you out. And then, especially if they have, like, if you're a homie calling your other homie out on some shit that they need to fix or, like, anything that has to do with, like, or in those parameters, like, make sure you got your facts straight and be able to, like, pull that shit out. Because 9 times out of 10, like, a lot of people are in denial about the shit that they're doing wrong, or, like, oh, bro, like, it's not even like that, yada, yada, this and that. If you hit them, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, bro, you've been doing this. You've been slacking on this. You've been doing this. You're supposed to be doing this. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, fuck. All right, bro, I feel you. You know what I mean? And if that person gets butthurt, bro, then that person is not trying to grow. Like, that person's not trying to get better, as a human being. It's like the same conversation we had. You know what I mean? Hey, bro, get your shit together. And I was like, all right, bro, I got you. You know what I mean? Simple as that.
For me, the being honest with myself and others, this is something that I really, really struggle with. And it's a piece of advice that I learned from someone. And it was like, honestly, one of the best things that I've ever heard, because I realized how impactful it is. And it's this, which is don't really talk about your projects till they're done or ready, like ready to release. And here's why. And you might be like, well, that's kind of counterintuitive. Or if it's like, oh, but I'm excited about, I want to talk about it. This is why. That excitement, that like joy, that feeling of like, I want people to know about this stays because people don't know about it. You don't have the reward of somebody knowing. So here's an example, right? When we were working on this podcast, I didn't give people any details really. I just said, hey, I want you to check this thing out when I release it, but it's not, it's still in the works. I tried to kind of be vague for the most part until we were recording. Yeah. Especially then. Because I want us to get to the point of like, I know that we're going to do this.
Kind of building it up.
Yeah, but whenever we like purchased stuff, we were like actually in the deep of it. And like I had episodes that were ready to release. Like after the second episode is when I really started talking about it. Yeah. Because I knew at that point, this is happening. We are releasing this.
Hell yeah, bitch.
I didn't really talk about it though, because of the fact that there is a trigger in your brain, basically, that when you talk about something, when I tell you, hey, Brendan, I have this video that I'm working on. I've spent 3 hours writing the script for it, and I've spent like 6 hours editing it, and I'm not done with it yet, but I'm really excited about it. And then you go, dude, that's tight. That's super cool. I'm super excited for you. I can't wait to see it. I've instantly gotten the reward for it. In that moment, that interaction right there is telling me, Oh, the dopamine, the interaction,
I
the
got
reward,
it. Like
is there.
Yeah, like I'm already cool. Like
Yeah.
I could give it to him right now, and he'd probably say the same thing.
Yeah, and like I've already received the reward for finishing my task, even if it's not my own like self-worth, like my own like I've done this thing. I can look at it now and be like, this is my child. I've made it, my baby.
Papa kiss.
Papa kiss. You know, but
you with the bread.
Yes, but you still have the moment of like somebody else is telling me that I'm doing a great job or that they're super excited about this thing. And that's all I need. And that's the fulfillment that I'm getting. And so I'll stop working on projects. I had that issue with one of the scripts that I wrote. I had written the script and I was really proud of it. And I did some editing and then like I shared it with somebody, did some more editing, and then I started editing the video down, got the intro for it done. So like the first minute and a half, showed somebody it. They said, super cool. Can't wait to see it. Super excited. And then I waited 6 months to finish it because I just was like, yeah.
Sick. Hell yeah.
I feel good about this.
Hell yeah, brother. Thanks, man.
But like I've started to stop and starting to hold back a little bit more about talking about projects that I'm working on because I want to make sure that I keep that and I don't get into a rut or a slump with these things that I'm creating.
Hell yeah. I feel it. I never really thought about it like that, but
and like most people don't, and like this is honestly like a piece of psychology that is so weird, and that is like something that I just learned about in the past couple months.
The brain do be on some fucking goofy ass shit, bro.
But yeah, so if you ever have that moment of like I talk about all my projects and then like I never, and you end up being, and all of us know somebody like
long
this.
Story short, Jackson's telling you to shut the fuck up. Hey, Lil Wayne said it. Listen, bro, Lil Wayne said it best.
We all
no. Don't even. Listen. Lil Wayne said, right? Real G's move in silence like lasagna. A fucking bar. A fucking, like, forever. Oh, forever. Oh, they hit with my funny bone right there. Fuck. Oh, it like rolled into that bitch. Forever a goated bar, dog. Stop talking about your shit, bro. Move in silence like lasagna, bitch. How you feel about that one? You like that? You like that?
How like that? Do you figure out if what you need is change?
That look you just gave me, I need that to be the thumbtack with the
thumbtack.
The Washington Redskin quarterback where he was like, you like that? I need that right here, to be honest with you.
How do you figure out if you need it change or if like you just aren't happy and that is what's causing your slump?
I think they're kind of connected, to be honest with you. Because if you're not happy, something's got to change regardless. And if you're,
I mean, change in the sense of like forming new habits, like creating a structure. Because some people don't really need the change; they just are kind of like not happy, and then some people need change, but they're happy. They just aren't as. Are they motivated.
Happy or are they content?
Contentment is poison.
Are they comfortable? Is that what they think is happiness? You know what I mean? So
for some people, happiness. This is something that my mom said to me, which is it's true, but also is the definition of contentment is poison, which is if you can go to bed and majority of the days of the week you can say today was a good day, or for a majority of the day it was a good day, or I was happy, then you're living a good life. Which, while yes, because you want to be a majority happy, is true, but also that starts to veer into contentment, and contentment is poison.
Big facts.
I've talked a lot, so.
No, I feel you. I don't know. A big thing for me is just genuinely like, I feel like in my head, they're both connected regardless. Is if you're not happy in life, something has to change. And if you're making a change in your life, even if you are happy, something in your life isn't right. So if you're making a change because you need something different, or, you know, you need some new excitement, whatever it may be, like, something has to change out of, like, there has to be a change of outcome. You know what I mean?
Be careful with that, though, because that also can get into, like, I'm just doing change for change's sake. Of, like, I don't really have a reason for it, but this is the way I'm solving it.
I feel you, but also for me, the way I kind of look at life is we're so young that sometimes I want to just go through like 17 different changes and just try a whole bunch of different shit just because like by the time I'm like 30, 40, I want to be like Yoda.
That's a little different. I'm saying in the sense that like you're happy with whatever or something, but like you just kind of are bored and you're like, I'm just gonna change a bunch of shit because changing shit.
Yeah, imagine tomorrow I go full like black hair, makeup, Batman makeup.
You're emo.
Yeah, bro. Imagine black lipstick.
Start listening to My Chemical Romance.
Bro, literally. System of the Down.
And you say that earlier Papa Roach is way better than modern Papa Roach.
Yeah.
Panic at the Disco isn't the same as they used to be. They peaked with My Sins Right Tragedies.
Are you okay?
Fall Out Boy changed when they reformed.
Are we talking about me or you here? Are you just missing the
I really had to think about any of the like bands that I knew and was like, what would people say about them?
I was like, is this what we're doing now?
Fall Out Boy got better after they reformed.
Cap.
Are you joking?
Fall Out Boy used to be some fucking gangster ass music.
What's your favorite song by Fall Out Boy?
Besides,
Sure We're Going Down doesn't count. That's like a culture song now. It's not even a Fall Out Boy song. Can you name 3 songs from before?
I think I'm thinking of Green Day.
Green Day never broke up.
Yeah, you're right.
Green Day is American Idiot.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Green Day. I'm sorry.
You fucking. I was like, do you even know 3 songs from before they broke up?
No. Oh, also, Wednesday, your birthday, we'll be getting the real fruit purees. All 5 of them shipped here. The prickly pear, the peach, strawberry, black cherry.
Sure.
And I think it's Burberry.
It's blackberry, yeah.
No, it's Burberry. I already said black cherry. Oh,
Blackberry.
Oh, the blackberry? I think it's Burberry.
How?
But we're going to have them. You're welcome, bitch. We're making lemon drops.
How do you start to not beat yourself up about...
You don't. I think I'm being dead ass honest with you because everybody beats themselves up, bro. At some point, like that voice in your head, you're like, you just judge yourself more than anybody else, and it's just proven. Like everyone knows that they judge themselves.
You're your own worst critic.
Exactly, but it's all about how much you can lie to yourself. You lie to yourself regardless, putting thoughts in your head, negative thoughts in your head, saying, you know, oh, this person probably thinks this, or, you know, these people in my life, yada, yada. We lie to ourselves and create a whole bunch of different shit all the time. So if you can put that much energy into lying to yourself and creating a bunch of different scenarios and thinking a bunch of different negative thoughts, you can lie to yourself and create a bunch of positive scenarios and a bunch of positive thoughts just as much.
Yeah, it's really the thought of like fake it till you make it, but making it is not just like succeeding. Faking it till you make it is literally faking it till you make it real.
Yeah, bro. And a lot of people, like, you have to lie to yourself until you make some shit real. Like, you just got to keep telling yourself, like, you know, this is going to happen, or I'm going to look like this. Like, you know, like for me, like, all right, I was like, you know, I'm going to, you know, for working out, I was like, I'm going to be able to do, you know, 20, 25 push-ups. And I got to that. And, you know, I'm going to be able to do this, you know, yada, yada, this and that. And it's like setting little goals and also being able to lie to yourself and tell yourself that, like, yeah, I can do this. You know what I mean? Because then you actually end up doing it. And then you're like, oh, shit. We're lit. I'm a slut, bitch. Get me lit. You know what I mean?
No?
Yeah, bro. You never see that clip? I'll pull it up right now, bro.
Not right now.
No, okay,
I don't want to edit that out.
Oh, okay, no worries. But, yeah, bro. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke, bro.
Okay, so this is a song lyric.
No, it's not a song lyric. It's just a clip of him, like, you know, Genius when they explain lyrics.
Yeah.
It's one of those, and he's like explaining the shit, and that's what he said. It's I'll show you after. Don't worry.
I'm still kind of lost on the lasagna thing, if I'm honest, but
bro,
it's cool. No, we
Lil
don't need
Wayne,
to go back. We don't need to go back. We don't need to go back.
Listen, bro. Lil Wayne really said cheese moving silence like lasagnas. Do you not get it?
Cheese?
No, G's.
Okay, so
Like the letter G in lasagna is silent. So G's move in silence. They don't talk about they shit. Do you get it now? Do you understand? Just say yes.
yes.
Thank you. If you know, you know. You know what I mean?
The segna.
If you know, you know.
I think that not beating yourself up is key to a point because of the fact that if you abuse yourself too much, you're not going to be motivated for anything anyway.
And if you abuse yourself and tell yourself that you're not worth shit, bro, everybody else that comes into your life is not going to think you worth shit either, bro, because they're going to be like, damn, he don't give a fuck about himself. Why the fuck should I?
That's how you end up in a cult.
Facts.
I saw
It
you
just
like
clicked.
processing 60,000 calculations all at once.
It just clicked in and I was like,
and you're like, that's how it happens. You're so right.
Facts. Hey, I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you what.
No, for real. I don't know. A lot of people fucking just beat the hell out of themselves, and it's like, then you expect people to come into your life and treat you different, and then why?
Why would they treat you better than you can?
Exactly, bro. If you're not your number one fan, fucking biggest cheerleader, bro, don't expect anybody else to be, buddy.
Earlier, we kind of talked about how sometimes forming habits can really get you out of a slump, or creating new ones, or like that type of mentality. And we talked about even on this podcast before about forming healthy habits, and creating those to either formulate completely new habits and hobbies or whatever it may be.
My butt's starting to fall asleep, bro.
How do you form healthy habits? How do you start to create and know, like, this is something that is good for me, a healthy habit that I'm forming that I need, and not a draining one?
You'll know.
Wow.
In the most,
welcome to our advice podcast, our introspective advice podcast.
No,
our advice stops at, you'll figure it out. I don't know. The fuck are you here for? Did you just listen to us talk for fucking 15 minutes about lasagna? Yeah, but
I figured it out.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. I'll figure out how to be happy and not be in a rut.
Listen. When I say you'll know, it's like oh man, listen, when I say that you'll know, it's more of just like when you do something that's draining, you know, like, oh, this shit sucks. But if you enjoy it while it's draining you,
but some people don't, because that's cult mentality.
But if you don't enjoy it, then it's not worth it. But if it drains you, and at the end of the day, you can look at something and go, I put my fucking all into that shit. Like, I want to go home and slump right now, but I'm proud of what I just did. Then it's not a bad thing. But if you're sitting there after you did all that shit and you're like, bro, I fucking hate my life, do me a favor, drop that shit ASAP Rocky. You know what I mean?
Be careful, because even if it's something that you're drained and you are like, I'm proud of this, that can lead to burnout.
Yeah, don't do too much. Too much of everything is bad.
And like that can have serious repercussions, not just on like your mental state, but also your body.
Facts, bro. If you're doing some heavy ass shit or like anything that has to do with any type of
like
labor.
Coke. Oh.
You know, at this point, if you're doing coke, if you're doing any type of hard drugs,
I hate to break it to you, already in the slump.
This is not a slump. This is not a phase in your life. Go get some help.
It's not a phase, Mom.
Go,
Coke is a lifestyle.
Go tell your best friend that you have a kind of an issue. Okay, have him help you through it. Okay.
He's being serious. Like that is actually like, it's okay.
No, like I'm being dead ass serious with you. Like if
ask for help, I mean.
Yeah, 110%. Like if you got an issue, bro, like
being a dick.
No, not being this fucking guy. I'm being serious, bro. Even if it's not like whole like addict based. Like if you need help, dog, do not be afraid to go ask somebody for help. But also in the same sense, like I understand not asking certain people for help, but I also understand like knowing you have to know who you're asking.
Stop taking the drugs, and now the drugs take me. You know, rip Juice World. That was me being serious.
I thought you were fucking around, and I was like,
that
this
was
fucking guy.
That was like an actual thing. It was a real line. I said the bar. I did your thing. I did your bit. I said the bar, and it wasn't even about lasagna. It was a good bar that was heartfelt. And I said, rest in peace, Juice.
Rest in peace, Juice, man. Rest in peace, Axe. That's my guy. Love that man. I can't believe you did some goofy ass shit like that, bro.
Give me a second. Rest in peace, X. Set it up. Do it again. Ready? Say the line.
Say what line?
The rest in peace thing.
Oh, rest in peace, Juice. Rest in peace, X.
And I was like, whoa. Yeah, I really took that long to think of a song.
There's no shot. There's actually no fucking shot that I would did all that shit for that shit. Listen, y'all.
Female dragon.
Shut your bitch ass up over there, all right? Listen, y'all. At the end of the day, you know you. You know what I mean? You know you better than anybody else is gonna. You know whether or not you're gonna get your shit together. You know whether or not you want to do or not do something. Be fucking honest with yourself, okay? Stop fucking doodling around with other shit. Don't give me that look. I'll fuck you up.
Yeah, you're oddly violent.
A little bit. And listen. Be a good person. Just be a good fucking human being. Ask for help. Help other people.
Yeah. Find comfort. Find a new habit. Find something that is guiding you, be it goals or your like self-motivation. You got to find something to push you towards the next step, whatever that might be for you, to get out of a slump. You know, there are always things to look forward to. There are always goals to set. There are always things that are pushing you forward. So find those things, you know, and make them an important part of your life, and they will slowly form into habits or hobbies or things that will get you out of a slump. You know, it's like towing a car. It's easier when there's traction.
Have you ever towed a car?
Yes, many times.
Actually?
Yes, many times.
That's rough.
It's scary.
I've never towed a car.
I never wish it upon you.
Sick. Appreciate it.
But I think it's I think that we should come up.
Come up for some
Mobile bar.
Oh yeah, bro. I stay forgetting my shit, to be honest with you. Anywho.
5 minutes for recording every time.
Yeah, it'd be like that. I wanted to come up for air and kind of talk about the mobile bartending business that, you know, we've talked about doing. I went out to this place called the Pemberton, and they kind of have like a bunch of different food trucks and a bunch of different shit like that. But all their licensing and shit like that fucking go through the Pemberton, so none of them could give me like a real ass answer, and they all didn't work there. Yeah, none of them could really tell me shit, which is kind of upsetting. But I got a pretty bomb ass vodka rigatoni from St. Pasta. They're Jersey based, but it don't taste nothing like Jersey. I was kind of upset a little bit. And then I had a very overpriced cocktail, and it just tasted like rum. Was I muted? Oh, it was you. But I just really want to start, like, I want us to start getting like really the groove and like hang of shit. You know, like we need to get a sugar and salt rimmer. 'Cause we rim things around here. You know what I mean? Yeah.
They're like $15 on Amazon.
The girthy way. You know what I mean?
I have one.
Big
on the thing.
Big girthy boys. That's what we should name our bartending shit. Big girthy bartending.
No.
Girth bartending.
No.
Girth. Oh shit. No, but I really think it'd be cool because me and Jaxon are the type of people to like. We're not only good at listening to your problems, but we can make some good ass drinks and probably give you some solid advice. All for the price of like 2 drinks.
And listening to the podcast.
Huh?
I said, and listening to the podcast.
And listening to the podcast. I promise I'll kiss you on the forehead.
Free publicity.
Yeah, you know, little things. But yeah, I just think it'd be really cool to like genuinely get this shit started and see another thing that we have talked about coming to fruition. You know what I mean? And like really get it started because this podcast is like number 1. It's like, all right,
we're 2 for 2 streaming.
Facts. The big facts. We can go 3 for 3. That's on some big boy shit, but we can go 3 for 3. I'm here for it. I think we're here for it, y'all. Stay tuned, y'all. We about to get this shit popping. You know what I mean? Fuck you mean. Bring that ass here.
For me, I wanted to come up. Mine's going to be a little sad. A little heavies. But I wanted to talk about grappling with. This is something that I dealt with really early on in losing some people in my life, which was like grappling with separating a person from like what they've taught you and understanding like that difference. So stuff happened in my personal life, and my uncle is no longer a part of my life. It just so happens my uncle is a pretty important figure in my life for a lot of stuff. He's the person who pretty much introduced me into console gaming. Like I played Halo with him. Like he's the person who showed me Halo and a couple other games and like really like got me on that path. And then like he taught me like strategic board games. So like I played Axis and Allies and Risks with him. Way too young to play Axis and Allies. Did not understand it. That game's so fucking complicated and it's not fun in my opinion.
I believe you. I've never heard that shit, but honestly I believe you.
It's World War II and it's like you are basically one's the Axis and one's the Allies and you're commanding troops and you have like different bases and stuff and you also like are moving ships across an ocean. It's so much and it sounds so cool, but it's grueling as fuck. And maybe it's just that I need the right people to play with. In my opinion though, it was not a very fun time.
I'd rather just play Battleship.
I'd rather just play Risk because Risk is smaller and is a lot of fun.
We talked about playing Risk.
Oh, yeah. Because I want us to do it at a game night, and I think it'd be crazy.
I mean, I'm down for it. Fuck it.
But he also taught me how to play poker. He kind of had a gambling addiction, and so he played poker a lot. And so he taught me how to play, and I think part of it was to satiate that desire to play. So he'd play with me. He would teach me all He would teach me all the rules. He would teach me a lot of that like the etiquette at a poker table too and stuff. So like small things. And some of that's faded over time because I was so young when he taught me.
Yeah.
But, you know, there's a lot of stuff that he like really ingrained in me.
Mm.
And I think about that a lot of like the way that he has impacted me. You know, he was really big on like nerd culture and a lot of stuff that is kind of potent parts of my life. And he exited in a not very positive way. And I am one of the few people in my family who has had a positive relationship with him, has positive memories with him, and, you know, like that type of environment. And so I don't really have that outlet of like talking to people who know this person.
Which is always tough because I feel like our characteristics and our personalities are always built off of like people who've made impacts in our life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I used to, much like with my mom and I would go and play arcade machines in a fish and chip shop while my sister was at dance. And then we'd also go to like driving ranges. I would walk down to go get pizza with him and we'd play arcade games. Like, because the distance to the pizza shop it was not far. And so we'd go there, we'd both grab a slice, grab a drink, and play some arcade games for a little while. And then we'd walk back. And I have this one memory of we went one time and we went to tell my dad, and my dad was, I don't know where. And so we dipped, and this is before cell phones and everything. We're like really in society. And so we went, and then we came back, and my dad was freaking out. And I didn't get why at the time, but now I do. Because my uncle wasn't the most responsible and had a lot of bad habits. And so I disappeared randomly with my uncle, or just disappeared, period, and my uncle just happened to not be there.
Yeah.
And so my dad and him got in a heated fight. And I felt like it was my fault. Obviously it wasn't. I didn't fucking know better. I didn't know what was going on. But I think about like that type of stuff of, there's a lot of things that I've really picked up on. Like I like drinking glass Coke bottles because of that relationship I had with him. Like I will always think that they taste better because that's what that's what we would get. And then like some other stuff that is just like innately built into like the foundations of things that I love that are tied to him. And I think that it's something that everybody can kind of benefit from and it's something that I feel like is more common of a necessity to learn in a relationship than in your family, or sometimes in family though. But like it is that level of like, just because there's bad, it doesn't innately mean that all of it is bad. There are good things you can pluck from it. It is okay to have those memories and that fondness. It doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you heartless. It doesn't make it to where that person means something. Separating those fragments that are tethered around you is okay. Which I think is something that I've really grappled with over the years. Is trying to like pluck those out and be like, there's good, and it's okay to praise that or love that. Yeah. A little bit heavier.
What a fucking guy.
But I kind of want to talk about that. I feel like that's something that people can learn from,
Oh yeah. Well, wraps it up.
Yeah, I think we're going to call it here. Brendan, where are you going to find you?
Instagram and Twitter and Twitch at KillerB420 with 2 R's. I think that's good.
You can find me at TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and Instagram. No, not Instagram. Fuck that. Fuck Instagram. At RQ.
Don't look that up at Instagram. Yeah, don't even worry about it, bro.
At RQ on all of those except for Instagram. Fuck Instagram. Brendan, where can they find us?
At Coming Up for Air on Instagram. I believe it's Up for Aircast on Twitter. And I think it's Coming Up for Aircast on TikTok.
Sounds right to me. And you can find this podcast on wherever you listen to podcasts and on YouTube.
All major platforms. Share it. Tell your mama, your grandma, your granddaddy.
Yeah, please
everybody.
Make sure to share it, follow the podcast, and rate it.
If we talk about something that you can relate to, whether it be your friends or like whatever it be, just send it to them. Be like, yo, listen to this. Listen to these two fucks talk about this shit for a little bit.
It really does help us out, and it really gets the show off the ground and gets us to where we can do a lot more with the show and open up a lot more possibilities to make the show better.
Facts.
And possibly introduce more concepts in the future.
Yeah, bro. Hey, like we always say, be a good fucking human being. Make the world a better place. And
we'll see you next Wednesday.
Love you guys.
Bye-bye.